The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Thanks, it's okay. Next. You're next, sir.
Where's the other barber, the tall fellow?
He just went out to lunch, sir. Anything I can do?
Well, I don't know. You see, he gave me a haircut, and he left it a little bit too long in the back.
Sit down, sir.
Thank you. You made a charge for this.
No, of course not. By the way, when did the other barber cut your hair?
About 4 weeks ago.
Okay, Mr. Benny.
Oh, you know who I am?
Now, yes.
See, these Hollywood columnists are really wonderful. You can't make a move without them knowing about it. Listen to this. Tyrone Power is winding up another picture in Italy. Errol Flynn is leaving with camera crew for Australia. Jack Benny is in Beverly Hills getting a haircut. Gregory Rathbone, director, has completed casting his new production. This picture will star Irene Dunne and Vincent Price. Gosh, I'd like to make a picture with Irene Dunne sometime. That's funny. When I was having lunch with Gregory Ratoff the other day in the Brown Derby, he didn't even mention it. And we're such good friends, too. I can't understand why he didn't ask me to play the part instead of Vincent Price.
Hello? Yes? This is Gregory Ratoff. Oh, hello, Vincent. Hello, how are you? Yeah, we rehearsed tonight. Yeah, at Irene Dunne's house. That's right, Vincent. See you there. Bye. Yes?
Mr. Jack Benny's here to see you.
Jack Benny? I don't remember having an appointment for him today. What does he want?
Perhaps you're to have lunch with him.
Oh, no. That I'll never do again. You know, last week we had lunch together at Brown Derby, and the most embarrassing thing has happened. There was some food left after lunch, and Jack Benny called the waiter and asked him for a paper bag to take the food back home to his dog.
Well, Mr. Ratoff, lots of people take food home to their dogs.
Noodle soup? Here, let me come in.
Mr. Benny, Mr. Ratoff will see you now.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello, Gregory. How are you?
Well, sit down, my boy. Sit down.
Thank you.
Well, to what do I owe this extreme pleasure?
Well, Gregory, I know you're a very busy man, so I won't take up much of your time. But I have some wonderful news for you.
Yeah? What is it?
Well, this morning I got a haircut.
Well, congratulations.
That's not what I mean. See, while I was sitting in the barber chair, I read in the paper that you're going to make a picture with Irene Dunne and Vincent Price.
That's right, Jackie. And it's going to be wonderful. I consider myself very fortunate with this casting. Mm-hmm. Well, what is this you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, Gregory, I was just wondering if you'd like to use me instead of Vincent Price. Gregory, getting back to the picture, of course, I don't want you to think this is anything personal, but I feel that I would do a much better job for you than Vincent Price.
Look here, Jack, you don't mind if I ask you something?
No.
Didn't you do personal appearances last spring?
Yes, I did.
And didn't you go on an extensive tour of one-night stands last summer?
That's right. That's right.
Now, if I remember correctly, you've been on the radio for about 20 years.
20 years on the radio, yes.
And now you have your own television show.
My own television show, that's right.
Well, let somebody else make a buck, will you?
Gregory, that's not the point. It's a matter of proper casting. Now, does Miss Dunne know that you have Vincent Price?
She picked him.
Oh. Well, Gregory, you being the director, don't you think it would be better?
No.
Well, look, Gregory, you see, it's all right to be artistic, but you have to be practical about these things. Now, if you give me the job, I can save you money.
You can?
You see, not only am I a great actor, you see, but when you score the picture, I can sit in the orchestra because I also play the violin. See? So by my taking 2 jobs at the same salary, I'll be beating Vincent's price. The chair turned over. How did that happen?
I don't know, only my stomach did the same thing. Now, look here, Jack.
Yeah.
There's nothing personal against you. But Mr. Price is engaged for the role, and that settles it.
Well, it doesn't settle it with me, Mr. Ratoff. I'm going to call Miss Dunne and take the matter up with her directly.
I wish you would.
Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Ratoff. Irene Dunne, Crestview 5, 4124. Crestview 5, 4124. Crestview 5, 4124.
What number were you dialing?
Crestview 5, 4124.
I'm sorry. Crestview 54124 has been changed to Bradshaw 22199.
Bradshaw 22199.
What number were you dialing?
Bradshaw 22199.
I'm sorry, but Bradshaw 22199 has been changed to Sycamore 28002.
Sycamore 28002.
What number were you dialing?
Sycamore 28002.
Sycamore 28002 has just been changed back to Crestview 54124.
Look, well, operator, that's the number I called in the first.
Just a moment, I'll connect you.
Let me tell you something.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, look, here's Claudette.
Oh, hello, Claudette. How are you, darling?
Well, everybody's here now.
Just set the coffee on the table, Richard.
Yes, madam.
Coffee, Fletcher?
No, thank you.
Vincent?
Yes, please.
I'll have a cup, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are, Jack.
Thanks. Gee, Claudette, this is the better coffee I ever tasted. But look, Claudette, here's what I want to talk to you about. You see, Fletcher Markle, the director of the Ford Theater, just called me about the show you're going to do.
Called you?
Yes, and he suggested that I play the part of your husband in the sketch.
But I understood Vincent Price was playing the part.
Well, he was scheduled to, but if you want me, all you've got to do is speak up. I said all you've got to do is speak up. Claudette.
Just call me Johnny Belinda.
But I thought Vincent Price was set for that part.
Well, he was scheduled to, but if you want me, all you have to do is speak up. Irene, I said, all you have to do is speak up. Irene.
Irene? Hello? Hello?
Joe's Fish Market. Sadie the Scaler speaking.
It is not. I've been out with Sadie, and I know her voice. Blackstone, 3962.
That number has been changed to Webster 09.
Operator, get off the line.
I will if you'll deposit 10 cents for an additional 3 minutes.
Whoops. 3 minutes already? Just a second. Would you mind dropping a nickel in, Barbara?
I'm sorry, but I don't have a payphone in my house.
Oh, well, that's right. What's the matter with me?
Do I get that nickel or do I have to cut you off?
Now, don't get excited. Here, I found one. There. No more 3 minutes than the man on the moon. It doesn't seem like we've been talking for 3 minutes, does it, Barbara?
You ought to be on this end.
Oh, yes. Well, come to the point, Barbara. Look, here's what I was going to ask you. When do you start rehearsing the play?
Tomorrow night at my house, but I don't think you ought to...
At your house, eh? What time?
8 o'clock, but really, Jack, I don't think
8 o'clock. Well, thanks, Barbara. See you tomorrow night. I'll read the part, and Basil Rathbone will read the part, and may the best man win. That's fair enough, isn't it?
I'll say it is.
Swell. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, by the way, Barbara, shall I come for dinner? There. Gee, it doesn't seem like we've been talking for 3 minutes, does it, Claudette?
You ought to be on this end.
Oh. Well, to come to the point, when do you start rehearsing for the play?
Tonight at my house, but I don't think
Tonight, well, look, at your house. At what time?
No, Jack, 8 o'clock. I really don't think
8 o'clock?
you
Well,
ought
thanks,
to.
Claudette. See you tonight. I'll read the part, and Vincent Price will read the part, and may the best man win.
I hope so.
I knew you'd be plugging for me. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, by the way, Claudette, shall I come for dinner?
Got a minute left, and nobody will talk to me. I read out early so I can go over the script.
And you know, kids, after that, you think Jack would have sense enough to stay away, but not little Blue Eyes.
No kidding.
No, at 8 o'clock sharp, he showed up at Claudette Colbert's house.
Good evening, Mr. Price.
Hello, Claude.
Make yourself comfortable, sir. Miss Dunne will be down in a few moments.
Thank you.
May I mix you a drink?
No, thank you.
Yes, sir?
I'm Jack Benny. Miss Dunn is expecting me.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
May I take your coat, sir?
Oh, yes.
And your hat?
Oh. Well, Mr. Vincent Price. I'm Jack Benny, star of stage, screen, radio, and television.
How do you do?
So, the two rivals meet, eh?
Rivals? What do you mean?
Well, I guess I should have let Irene tell you, but,
Well, perhaps I should let Claudette tell you, but it looks like I'm taking your place on the Ford Theater program.
That's ridiculous, old boy.
Oh, no, it isn't. You see, at rehearsal tonight, you and I are both going to read the part. And, of course, the best man will win.
The best man?
Yes.
Mr. Benny, when two people are involved in a statement, the comparative is used. You don't say the best man will win, you say the better man will win.
Oh.
But when three or more people are involved, then the word best is the correct adjective.
I see.
So before we compete for this part, Mr. Benny, it might be well if you first learn to speak English.
And, of course, the best man will win.
The best man?
Yes.
Mr. Benny, when only two people are involved in a statement, the comparative is used. You don't say the best man will win, you say the better man will win.
Oh.
So before we compete for the part in this play, Mr. Benny, perhaps it would be as well if you first learned how to speak English.
Well, For your information, Mr. Price, I went to Waukegan High School and excelled in English. I got 99 every single term.
Well, ain't that ginger peachy?
Now cut that out! Of all the sore losers, you certainly take the cake.
You know,
Step right in here, Mr. Cortez. Miss Stanwyck will be with you shortly.
Thank you. Oh, hello, Basil. Hello.
Michael, boy, how are you?
Fine, fine.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cortez.
What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd drop around to see if I...
Now, listen, Mike. I don't know what this is all about, but I demand an explanation.
Look, Mr. Rathbone...
Explanation? That's what I want.
Just step right in here, Mr. Markle. Miss Colbert will be with you shortly.
Thank you. Oh, hello, Vincent.
Fletcher, old boy, how are you?
Fine, fine.
Hello, Mr. Markle.
What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd drop around and see if
Now, listen, Fletcher. I don't know what this is all about, and I demand an explanation. Am I or am I not going to appear opposite Miss Colbert?
Of course you are.
Then what is this schlemiel talking about?
Hello, Wayne.
Oh, hello, Gregory.
Well, hello, Gregory. What are you doing here? Well, I just thought I'd come
Gregory,
around.
I don't know what this is all about, and I demand an explanation. Am I or am I not appearing opposite Miss Dunne?
Well, of course you are.
Well, then what is this schlemiel talking about?
Schlemiel?
Yes, S-H-L-E...
I know how to spell it. I didn't get 99 in English for nothing.
Now, let me tell you something.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, look, here's Claudette.
Oh, hello, Claudette. How are you, darling?
Well, everybody's here now.
Just set the coffee on the table, Richard.
Yes, madam.
Coffee, Fletcher?
No, thank you.
Vincent?
Yes, please.
I'll have a cup, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are, Jack.
Thanks. I'll have a cup.
Mr. Price? Mr. Benny?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Oh, Barbara, this is the better coffee I ever tasted.
The word is best.
There are only two of us drinking. The comparative. Well, let's get on with the contest, shall we? I mean, the rehearsal.
Go on. Take this tray, please.
Gregory, before we begin this rehearsal, let's settle one thing for Mr. Benny's benefit. Is he or is he not replacing me in this picture?
Certainly not. That's ridiculous.
Of course it's ridiculous.
Why, it's absurd.
You stay out of this.
Please. Please stop. Stop all this bickering. Now, Jack, if you would like to watch the rehearsal, just take a chair over there and be quiet.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, let's get on with the rehearsal. Look here, Jack. If you insist on staying, just keep quiet and sit down over here.
All right.
Now, look here, Irene, honey child. We will start with the scene that takes place in the drawing room.
Oh, Irene, is it all right if I have some of these walnuts here?
Oh, help yourself, Jack.
Oh, Barbara, is it all right if I have some of these walnuts here?
Go right ahead. Help yourself, Jack.
Thanks. Big ones. Jumbos.
Now, Barbara, you too, Basil. If you both turn to the page 12 on the script, we'll proceed.
Boy, these nuts are good.
Mr. Benny, will you please stop eating those nuts?
Claudette said I could. Anyway, Mr. Market, I don't want to sit around here like a bump on a log. If I can't have the lead in the play, isn't there something I can do?
All right. It'll make you happy. You can play the part of the butler.
Butler.
Here's your script.
Thanks.
Now, remember, Claudette, you're the wife. Vincent, you're the husband who doesn't understand her. And Jack...
I'm the butler whom Claudette really loves.
You're the butler, that's all.
Don't shout at me. I'm old enough to be your brother. Heavens to Betsy.
All right, Claudette. Now, you start the scene. Remember, your husband is 2 hours late for dinner, and you're a nervous wreck.
I understand.
Now, go ahead. You call the butler.
Yes.
Oh, Smedley. Smedley.
Smedley. What is it, madame?
Are you sure my husband hasn't phoned?
I'm quite sure, madame. Shall I serve dinner?
Shall I serve dinner, madame?
Oh, no, Smedley. I'm much too upset to eat.
I think I'll go to a movie. What's playing in the village?
George Washington Slept Here, starring Jack Benny.
That is not in the script. Read the line that are written, please.
Well, it doesn't hurt to give my picture a plug. It doesn't change the plot any, does it? For heaven's sake.
Read it on the way it's written.
All right, all right. Between Hirschhold and you, I don't understand anything. All right, now give me that again, will you, Barbara?
Okay. No, Smedley, I'm much too upset to eat. I think I'll go to a movie. What's playing in the village?
Casablanca. How's that?
Much better.
And George Washington Slept Here. It's a double feature. Yeah.
Jack, please.
All right, I'll start over again. Shall I serve dinner, madame?
No, Smedley, I'm much too upset to eat. I think I'll go to a movie. Is one of my pictures playing in the village?
There can't be 3 features on one bill.
Shut up!
All right, all right.
Why does he act so...
Winston, that's where you're making your entrance.
Okay. Oh, good evening, darling. Sorry I'm so late.
Oh, Michael, you're always late and you're always sorry. It's been like this for months. What's come between us?
Nothing, my dear. It's just that I've been so busy lately at the office. Now, let's forget about it. Come here and give me a little kiss.
Dinner is served. I came in too soon here. I'm sorry. Jack, you don't come in for a few minutes more. Will you please sit down? Continue, darling. I'm sorry.
Michael, I just can't kiss you and forget it. This can't go on forever.
Every night it's the same argument, this constant nagging. I tell you, I've been working at the office.
Oh, I can't understand it, Ronald. We must come to some understanding. This can't go on forever.
Gwen, let's be adult about the whole thing, shall we? Every night it's the same argument, this constant nagging. I tell you, I've been working at the office.
But I phoned your office and they said you left at 2 this afternoon.
Well, I had business at the bank. Besides, I forgot where I parked my car.
Fine Sherlock Holmes can't even find his car.
Jack, stop interrupting.
But I telephoned your office. They said you left at 2 this afternoon.
Well, I had business at the bank.
Michael, you were not at the bank and you know it.
All right, so I wasn't. Must I explain my every move to you?
There's a worm in this one. Look at the way it wiggles.
Jack, will you please stop interrupting? And please get away from those doors. I'm sorry, darling. Please continue.
Oh, it's no use, Michael. I know you're lying. Look at you. Everything you say, everything you do gives you away.
Well, you can keep on talking. I'm going to have dinner.
Look at you. Everything you say, everything you do gives you away.
Now, Gwen, please.
What's that on your collar? Is it lipstick?
It ain't ketchup.
Jack, please!
Well, I don't want to stand around here like a dope.
You've got the right line now. Say it.
Oh, yes. Beg pardon, madame. Dinner is served.
Jack, don't use such a thick accent.
But, Michael, I must know. Do you love me or not?
Of course I love you.
You're lying.
Very well, then I am lying. You might as well know the truth, my dear. I've never loved you. Never.
Michael!
And if you weren't so...
If you weren't so stupid, you'd have known it a long time ago.
Ronald, what are you saying?
Gee whiz.
I married you for your money, that's all. Everybody else knows it. And if you weren't such a silly, blind little fool, you'd have realized it yourself.
Oh, stop, Ronald,
Well,
stop.
Gwen, now that you know how things stand between us, the sooner you divorce me, the happier I'll be.
No, I'll never divorce you, Ronald. I couldn't live without you. I couldn't.
Tears, woman's tears. Oh, stop the dramatics.
Ronald!
I'm moving to my club. Smedley, pack my clothes.
I wouldn't touch your dirty...
You schlemiel? Jack, it isn't in the street. Well, I can't help it. He made Irene cry.
Well, he's supposed to make me cry. It's in the story.
Well, if that's the kind of a picture it is, I don't even want to be in it.
Who asked you to be in it?
Irene did.
I did not.
Well, somebody did. I'm here.
Look here, Irene. I've never directed before under such aggravating circumstances, and I'll never direct under such aggravating circumstances again. I'm quitting.
Now, do you see what you've done, you blunderhead?
Well, now, wait a minute. There's no need for everybody to get excited. Look, I'll tell you what, Vincent. Or may I call you Vince?
You may call me Mr. Price.
Oh. Look, Mr. Price, look, there's nothing to worry about now because, you see, I can direct the picture.
Oh, so now you're going to do it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Irene, but I've had enough of this, too. I'm leaving.
Well, he's gone.
Yes, Jack, and I hope you're satisfied.
Oh, I am. Of course, I didn't want to get Vincent's part by default. I thought, Irene, it was very, very clever the way you maneuvered it.
The way I... Why, you...
Schlemiel?
Yes, that's it. I quit, too.
Well, I've never been so insulted in all my life. Gordon, my hat and coat.
I wouldn't touch your dirty clothes.
You might as well go home.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first...
Friends, here's a wonderful Christmas gift for anyone who smokes, because it says, Merry Christmas and Happy Smoking 200 times. Yes, 10 packs of those better-tasting Luckies, all done up for Christmas in a beautiful carton created just for Lucky Strike by the famous designer, Mr. Raymond Loewy. It'll look so bright and colorful under your Christmas tree, and it's such a welcome gift to anyone who enjoys a good smoke. Because, you know, smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact of the matter is, Luckies taste better. Cleaner, fresher, smoother. That's why you can't go wrong if you remember your friends with these colorful Christmas cartons of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky for Christmas gifts this year.
Thank you, Barbara Stanwyck, Jean Hersholt, Basil Rathbone, Michael Cortez, and last but certainly not least, you, Jack, for appearing with the Lady Esther Screen Guild players tonight and giving us such a delightful half hour of laughter. We enjoyed every minute of it.
For those of you who tuned in late, I'd just like to announce that this was not the Robert Montgomery Theater. But I did enjoy doing this television show very, very much because this is the first time that I've ever worked with Irene Dunne. It's also the first time that I've been able to understand Gregory Ratoff. He sounds like a Russian Marlon Brando. Of course, like the Robert Montgomery Theater, I wanted to bring these movie stars out here just to take a bow and ask them what their future plans were. But they told me it was none of my business. And Vincent Price, too. I think he's a fine actor and everything, but, I'm not jealous of his talent. I don't know why he's so stuck up. I saw him at a party the other night at Ronald Coleman's house, and I waved at him, and I whistled at him, and hollered at him, and everything. He wouldn't even turn around. So I just closed my window and went to bed. Well, anyway, so much for the show, and before I forget, I was asked to make an announcement. I want to welcome a new television station that opened this morning in Las Vegas, a CBS station in Las Vegas. So welcome, KF. Huh? What? Oh. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. They've just lost it. Thanks again very, very much. See you in about 3 weeks.
Tonight's Jack Benny program has been a film presentation brought to you by Lucky Strike, product of the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes. This is Don Wilson saying, be happy, go lucky.